Welcome to Tétinger's series of podcaps, audio programs that will take you on a journey to discover the soul of Tétinger champagnes. It's summer with long-awaited reunions on the terrace and the sun is shining. It's time to take a seat in the shadow of champagne and enjoy the perfect tasting. But how is this sublime and delicious beverage produced? Through 8 episodes in this new season of podcaps, you'll find out all about 8 key stages in the production of champagne. The stage of testing the grapes is a crucial time as the harvest gets closer. Thanks to our methodical system of tasting, we can accurately assess the ripeness of the grapes. Christelle Rinville, vineyard director at Tétinger, explains.
La dégustation des baies, finalement, est une méthode un petit peu subjective qui repose sur les personnes qui vont déguster
Ultimately,
les baies.
tasting grapes is a bit of a subjective method which relies on the people who get an idea of their quality, and above all, it's a sort of projection over time to see what these grapes can give to the wines. We do it with the cellar master. It's a time of sharing between the vineyard and the cellar, which is interesting. We use it in particular to choose the plots and terroirs for one cuvée or another. So, for example, to make the red wine that goes into our rosé, or to make les folies de la marqueterie cuvée, we have a sample of plots identified at the start with a particular profile, but the choice will only be made at the end of the cycle. Just before the harvest, we will decide that such and such a plot will have the aptitude, the relief, to be used in one cuvée or another. So what does grape tasting involve? Well, we walk around the vines a bit and we taste the grapes. The idea is to determine the sweet acid qualities, how it feels on the palate, the skin, is it thin, not thin, the pips, are there a lot of pips, not a lot, what are they like, are they ripe or not? You can easily taste if a pip is green or if it's ripe. These are the small details that we'll be looking out for, which will give us an indication as to the choice of plot or when it will be ripe. In general, we are often on the same wavelength because the plots that we identified at the start, so in general, you find them from one year to the next.
En général, on est souvent en phase.
There's no big debate, but everyone has their own feeling about it. So maybe one or the other might say, well, I prefer this one, but overall, we're more or less on the same wavelength. There might be big surprises. For example, a particular area that we use every year, but some years it might disappoint us. Then again, when you know these plots, you might discover a surprise or two. We might say, right, it might be worth going to have a look at this plot. It might not be one that we usually use for a particular cuvée, but maybe this year it'll be interesting. Sometimes there are nice surprises. We have plots that we reintroduce for some cuvées, either because they have aged or because the root system has started to get well established. And so the terroir maybe expresses itself a bit differently. So yes, there are nice surprises too.
C'est difficile de savoir si on a fait le bon choix ou pas, mais en tout cas, quand on déguste les vins clairs...
It is difficult to know if we've made the right choice, but in any case, when we taste the still wines by terroir, we at last find the typical characteristics that we felt when tasting. And that's what's interesting. But it's only possible by being extremely careful with the quality of the picking. Indeed, there are still rules regarding picking, sorting according to color, or possibly the presence of fungus. And so any grapes that don't deserve to be crated aren't. The role of the team leader is therefore very important, as he or she is the one responsible for the quality of the grapes that go into the crates. I really like this period because I feel it's the time when the vineyard and the cellar start to come together, the time when the work we've done is a bit like handover. I'll use the rugby analogy when I say we have to convert the try, but it's also a bit like I'm passing the ball to the next team. We are at the start of passing the ball on.
Et voilà, on est dans le début de cette passation.
Do you want to discover the next stage in the production of Tétinger champagne? Find all the episodes on The Instant Win on podcast platforms and on our blog, theinstantwin.tétinger.fr.